The U.S. has never had racial reconciliation. A lot of what you're seeing in this pandemic and inequity is really America reckoning with its original sin of slavery.
Okay.
Sometimes I wonder what to say to you now. In the soft afternoon air, as you hold us all in a single death, I say, where is your fire?
My story started while I was in college at Howard University in Washington, D.C. My father was killed in a car accident. He was an executive at Annie Malone Children's Home here in St. Louis, Missouri. My dad was a man that really made a difference in the life of the youth. He believed in St. Louis. He believed in African-American children. So when he passed away, I kind of felt like I inherited his passion for the youth and to really give back to the youth.
I'm a proud Latina, and I am from Los Angeles, born and raised, spent most of my days, and coming here to St. Louis, it was a really big culture shock and adjustment. Coming to Missouri, specifically St. Louis, to a more conservative place had me ground myself even more in like what I believe in. And I think the biggest thing I feel like I've learned during my time here is that I know this is so cheesy, but home is where the heart is, and my heart is with people and the people of St. Louis.
Being Puerto Rican and being from St. Louis, I joke and I call myself a Missourican or Missouri-Kenya. But certainly always being a little bit different and learning how to blend in. I've learned throughout my life to find things in common with all sorts of people, not just Latinx or Latino people, but folks of color, not folks of color, folks with all sorts of, from different backgrounds. And I think actually being different has helped me find commonalities with other people. And the real way to build power is by relationships.
I knew that I wanted to build something different with people and that I wanted to learn, not just impose my own ideas or what I thought was right, but I wanted to add, you know what I mean? I wanted to add value. I wanted to add to other people's fire and their ideas and their brilliance. And that's exactly what I've gotten to do, both with my fellowship and then with the Tomorrow Builders and with the Power Builders.
Joining WEPOWER really woke me up to the power that's within me to organize and rally my community, my networks around particular causes that have direct impact on the lives of Black and Brown communities.
Being able to be supported and learn in a group of women of color has been amazing. We all share experiences, I think, that we've had to deal with, just with navigating the world as a woman of color has its own particular challenges. So certainly being able to understand what those are and feel supported and grow at the same time has been awesome.
So with WePower, I had the honor and privilege to work alongside of Charlie Cooksey and Gloria Nolan with the early childhood education cohort and the Yes on R proposition that was voted on for the city of St. Louis just this past November. So pretty much what I was a part of was making sure that dollars are being funneled into early childhood education in the most impoverished areas of the city of St. Louis. So now we'll be able to pay them more, pay them what they're worth. In a lot of cases, we'll be able to also help the centers be able to provide meals and supplies and classrooms for their kids that are quality. They already have the heart for it, so now we get to actually supply them with the things that they need on a day-to-day basis to effectively and efficiently run their business.
y tú contestando, quizás, quizás.
I say, where is your fire? You've got to find it and pass it on. You've got to find it and pass it on, from you to me, from me to her, from her to him, from the son to the father, from the brother to the sister, from the daughter to the mother, from the mother to the child. Where is your fire? I say, where is your fire?
You know, in being able to explore leadership, I think one of the things is that there aren't a lot of people who look like me who are public servants or who run for office. And so being able to explore leadership and what that looks like, and that it should look like me, and that it can look like me, and that there are gifts that my experience brings to both public life and to these conversations is important. Because the government really should reflect the people it serves. A different set of viewpoints makes everything we do stronger.
It's the work of Black women that are lifting up communities and keeping communities together, and that deserves not just recognition and honor and talk, but that deserves positions of leadership.
If not any other time in the history of this world, now is the time for us to get involved. We are making spaces. We're not even knocking on the door nicely anymore. We're just knocking the whole wall down, and we are creating our own seat at the table. So let's use the power that we have now. Let's use our voices. Let's use our dollars. Let's use everything that we have and can to make that change. Any woman, any person, if you see something that you don't like, be the change that you want to see.
This isn't just for a certain type of person, or the work isn't just for, you know, the policy people or the activists, or no, it's every single person, because as long as we're breathing and we're living here in society, then we're a part of this work. And so there's just this open invitation to be a part of it.
Y así pasan los días y yo desesperando. Y tú contestando, quizás.
I say, where is your fire? Don't you smell it coming out of our past? The fire of living, not dying. The fire of loving, not killing. The fire of Blackness, not gangster shadows. Where is our beautiful fire that gave light to the world? The fire of pyramids, the fire that burned through the hulls of slave ships and made us breathe. The fire that took guts and made chitlins, the fire that took rhythm and made jazz. The fire of sit-ins and marches that made us jump boundaries and barriers. The fire that took street talk sounds and made righteous Imhotep raps. Where is your fire, the torch of life, filled with Nzinga and Nat Turner and Garvey and Du Bois and Fannie Lou Hamer and Martin and Malcolm and Mandela?
I think there was this facade that if you weren't living in complete poverty, then you're okay. The reality is that the structure itself was not built to benefit or to protect most of its citizens. And I think 2020 really opened up my eyes to that political reality.
We started to recognize and realize the things that actually matter, the things that are important, not the little petty things that we argue about on Twitter, but the things that really matter. Food, housing, family, community, coming together, uplifting each other, collaborating, empowering one another. Those are the things that really matter.
Certainly being involved in WEPOWER and Chisholm's chair, and having, also a privilege to be able to do some self-reflection and some leadership training has given me an opportunity to kind of take a step back and say, what do I really want? And also, I think part of leadership is living your purpose and you believe in what you do, because the lens of your decisions comes through who you are. And so, this year has really given me the opportunity to reflect on the things that are important to me, my community.
Losing family members from all just different types of situations has challenged me, has called me to look and reflect on life. And, what do I want to leave behind? What do I want my legacy to be? How do I really want to change?
I've been challenged to just think outside of the box and think about what's possible and break through what I've always seen and what I've always understood, to think that that's reality and that that's all that is possible, and to really think about and dream about something bigger and dream about something different.
When I look at generations and the children that are coming up, they give me hope, especially being raised during a time that's so important to our country. Being raised up in this environment, seeing the ugly side that has come up, that has floated to the top, but then also seeing the beautiful side that has come to the top, and bringing awareness to our white counterparts that, hey, this is happening in our community. We are tired of this happening, and having them come alongside of us and be like, you know what? I don't know where I've been, but I'm standing with you.
And coming to terms with how we uprooted and killed lots of people to create this country. And so that actually gives me hope, because I do believe the only way out is through, and the only way we're going to tackle some of these systemic social issues is if America really understands who America really is.
A movement happens and moves forward with momentum. So the wins for Yes on Proposition are the different things and agendas that WEPOWER is trying to get pushed through with the K-12 program and the economics and the cohort of that sort. That's going to keep us going.
Can we all have a purposeful life? Can we all live in a way that lets us be in community? And oftentimes that means being with family. And I think during the pandemic, people have been able to do that and really see, what's important, because we're not just supposed to be here to work and that's it. And the idea of, being a change maker is bringing your whole self to wherever you are.
Just really sticking to our convictions and sticking to what we want to see and what we believe is possible, and not letting the naysayers overshadow the dreams and the visions that we have. Because if we can see it, if we can dream it, it's possible. That's the first step. That's the first step into realizing a new future, is actually being able to see it, to envision it, to feel it, to sense it. And so with that, I think prioritizing our health, prioritizing our mental and physical well-being, and resting, and again, just harnessing our own power and almost holding that as like a precious jewel, holding ourselves as the precious, valuable people that we are, is going to lead us into this new movement of liberation.
Catch your fire, don't kill. Hold your fire, don't kill. Learn your fire, don't kill. Be the fire, don't kill. Catch the fire and burn with eyes that see our souls walking and singing, building, learning, laughing, loving, teaching, being. Here is my hand. Catch the fire and live, 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 live.